Have you heard people telling you that planning is a waste of time? Do you think that this is a process in futility, as the actual market will always be different from the forecast that you use during the planning process? I am Grenville, business planning coach, and I am here to remove the myths and legends that are prevalent in the business fraternity about this efficient process called business planning. The first and foremost is obviously that people ask you, why do we need a plan? Things have been going well without absolutely any plan in place. So why are you asking us now to make a business plan? When you wake in the morning, all the way till you go to bed, you are always planning what you want to do next. Whether it is which meeting you are to go to, what is the next appointment, who is the customer that is coming to visit you, what is the next activity that you have planned, what are your goals that have been set. You are always subconsciously making a plan how to go forward and execute on these plans. When you do this for your personal life, wouldn't you do the same or even more for $1 million or above investment in your business? If you do not have a plan, you are most probably going to have to lose a lot of money in reacting to the market changes and the variations that come unexpectedly to you during the process of an implementation. So, I hope I put this one to rest. You definitely need a plan to run your business. Another good one is that investors never see a business plan. So, why do you need to do one? You're right. An investor or a bank is always going to ask you for your balance sheet. This is to check your current credibility and your performance in the period that has gone behind. An effective way of tracing your track record and evaluating if you are a good investment is definitely your balance sheet. But the next thing that an investor is looking for is your future potential and your capability of taking their investment and multiplying it multiple fold so that they can make good profit by investing their money into your organization. One of the effective ways of doing that is to make a business plan. By design, a business plan is supposed to look at the future and set a path on where you're going to be years from now so that you can work towards achieving these goals. For an investor, a business plan is equal, if not more important, in making a decision to put their money into your organization. This is one that you've heard multiple times. When we have no way of predicting what the customer needs, what is the point in making a plan? Eventually, they are going to come back and change what they need and are going to ask you for something else. That's absolutely right. A market is the variance in what it's going to require. But when you're going through a planning process, the expectation is to set in place a contingency plan. If things go wrong, you are expected to have a plan B so that you can fall back on that plan and effectively manage the situation and still make the equal to or more profit while making sure the process runs optimally. So planning is never a waste of time. It is in fact something that will save you a lot of time. This is another good one. People think that planning makes your organization inflexible. For some reason, there's a perception that if you make a plan, you cannot change it, or you should not change it, and that is why people are resistant to making a plan. The whole expectation is that a plan is made to have a base from which you are expected to be able to be nimble and efficient to manage the variations that the market and the world throws at you so that you can be efficient in delivering on the customer needs. So contrary to the understanding or the myth, planning actually makes you more nimble and more flexible since you have strategic plans in place to handle the variations that come during the implementation of a business plan. In the top five, the last but not the least, or the most prevalent one, is that planning is a one-time activity that you need to do when you're setting up your business. This is the worst way that you could possibly use a business plan in your business. A business plan, yes, is done at the start of a business, but this plan is expected to be a living document. You are expected to use this as a benchmark to measure your progress and to evaluate what changes are needed to be put in place to keep you to reaching the goal that you set yourself when you invested in this project. To keep the company aligned and to make sure that the plans go as expected, a business plan is supposed to always be a referral point and continuously changed depending on the changes in the market and your priorities that you have in your business. So for sure, business plan or a planning process is not a one-time activity. So these were the top 5 common myths that float around about the planning process, which tends to put people off and do not make them take this process seriously and eventually do not bring the benefit that this efficient process could do for an organization. I hope this short video has helped you realize the potential that an efficient planning process has to bring good benefits to an organization. If you like this video, do not forget to like and share this video with people so that they as well would understand the myths that surround this planning process and would be able to embrace this process and utilize it correctly to the benefit of all the organization and themselves. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I create content about business planning on a regular basis. This is Grenville, your business planning coach, and I'll be back with another video soon. Till then, take care and be well.